I'm going to be showing you how to create a Google Docs today, and I'm going to start from my drive. Remember, you get to your drive by using the Google Apps. So you can either create a new doc by clicking New in your drive in Google Docs, but I prefer to go to a certain folder. So I have a training folder for my technology trainings. So I'm going to go to my folder that I want it to go into. This just helps me keep it organized. Now I'm going to click New and Google Docs. It automatically takes me to the doc sheet, so I don't have to actually go to the doc page where it looks messy. When you go to the doc page, I'll just show you with a new tab. You can also get to docs like this, but it just looks different. It's not as organized into folders. It has every doc that you've ever created. I just personally don't like it. So, what I'm going to show you is first, you can title your doc. You can either start typing and it'll title what you type, or you can title it by clicking Untitled Document. So I'm going to call this Practice for Marsh's Training. I'm actually going to ask you to create a doc as well. It is very similar to Microsoft Word, which I know we all use. The only thing different is that you have to have the internet. It also links to your Google Drive. So right beside the title there is a star, and if I click star, it is going to star this document. Where does that go? Go back to your Google Drive, starred, and now it's there. So if you want to star something while you're working on it, if it's really important to you and you don't want to lose it somewhere in your folders, I suggest you star it. You can also move it to a certain folder if you have not already done so, like I showed you in the beginning. When you click that, it allows you to move folders. It shows you your whole drive. If you change your mind, click X. So first I'm just going to show you the basics, and this is just like Microsoft Word usually is. So I want to show you, you can barely see it on my screen, but there is a ruler here. This is also with page setup. So if you click on File, there's tons of different options for you to do. You can share. If you click Share, it brings up your share option. Remember, there's a shareable link. You can type your names in, and don't forget, if you want people to be able to edit or just comment or just view, it is very important that you pay attention to how you share it, because people can edit your work, and that can be scary. You can also, so you see File Share, you can also get to the same screen by just clicking on Share, and you notice that it's the exact same thing. So also you can go to a new document, spreadsheet, presentation, form, drawing, anything you'd like. You can click that. You can open another document from here. You can make a copy of this document, or you can download this document as a different text, as a web page, PDF. I know when I make things for the website, I make my document a PDF so that nobody can change it and everybody can view it. You can email it as an attachment easily. Look at the version history, like what version of Google Doc is it. You can rename it from the File tab. You can also move it to another folder. You can move it to the trash. You can publish it, get the details, change the language, and page setup, and print, of course. Page setup I'm going to click on. This is all of your margins, just like you would be in if you were in Microsoft Word. It takes it from portrait to landscape. Let me show you the difference. It makes it sideways. Or you can change the size of your paper. So if you want to do imitation or anything like that, you can always change the size. It also says your page color. You can change that. I suggest doing white because you can just print on another colored paper, but it does allow you to do it. If you change it and you're not sure what it changes back to, like if I wanted to change this to 0.5 and 0.8, and then I'm like, you know what, never mind, I don't want to do that. You just click Set as Default. Oh, I'm sorry. So if you change that, you can actually change your default. I'm sorry. So, but the default is 1. So you can actually set your default anything that you'd want, and it can change your margins of your rulers. Another easy way that I like to do it on Microsoft Word and on here is you can actually drag your margins by hovering over the ruler and making it a double arrow, and you can drag it up. I like to do this whenever I want to get as much as I can on the page. If I scroll down, I can do the same thing at the bottom, and then it allows me to do that. You can also change your ruler here as well. It's just a tip that you can use through Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So with our edit, you can undo anything you've done. So if I type practice, I can click undo. Also, you can use the undo button on the menu bar. Redo, same thing. You can paste things, select all, and then the find and replace. This is a great tool. It's also a Microsoft Word. You can find the word practice and replace it with example. You can match the case. You can do anything, and then you can replace it. This is if you've typed a long document and you want to change a word. When you click view, you can view print layout. You can view the different modes. You can click show ruler and it'll take your rulers away. Personally, I like the rulers there because I like to help me edit. You can show document outline, show the toolbar, or another thing so people don't see everything. You can do full screen. So it hides all of your bars. As soon as you finish that, you click the escape button on your keyboard. If you click insert, this is where you can insert images. You can insert a table into your doc, a drawing that you do, a chart, different charts. You can actually import a chart from Sheets. You can have a horizontal line, footnotes, special characters, equations if you're making a math sheet. You can have a header with a page number, header footer, page number, page count. You can form breaks just like you do in Microsoft Word, and then links. The link is one thing I really wanted to show you. So if I wanted to give you a link to a video that I've done, and I've done a I did a YouTube video, but this is in my paste. If I'm showing you a link to Google Docs, I don't want it to say this really long thing, so I'm going to type in Google Docs help, apply, and now the link is under Google Docs help. So when you click off of that, you see it turns blue. You can still click on it, click it, and it takes you to the Google Docs. And I've actually done that for you in another document. So, one thing that I'm going to ask you to do is bold something. This is super easy. You just click on the word you want to bold, highlight it, and click bold. You can do this for anything, just like you do on Word. Alright, so I showed you the insert. Now I'm going to show you the format. This lets you format your text, same as your bar up top, where you can do different things to your text. You can have capitalization if you want to make everything uppercase or title case, paragraph styles, aligning it, line spacing, columns. You can see there's tons of things. If you have a table, it lets you format your table. If you have an image, it lets you format your image. And same with the borders and lines of your table. So you will come to your format screen to get all of your options. Some of them are here. Tools. You can spell check, underline errors, have a personal dictionary, word count if you're typing an essay. You've got explore, which allows you, I wrote Marsh, and so it looked for images from Marsh. If I write practice, tools, explore, it just notices what I typed about. And your kids can do this whenever they are typing a research paper and trying to find information on it. There's a dictionary, there's voice typing, and then there's preferences. Preferences, make sure you have everything checked off, because I like this a lot, using smart quotes, automatically capitalizing the words, things like that. You might want to make sure that's checked on yours. And then lastly, we've got our add-ons here. I downloaded an add-on called Doc Tools. These add-ons, you can get add-ons and it takes you to an add-on page, or you can actually Google the add-on from a new tab if you know what it's called. I downloaded an add-on called Doc Tools, and it allows you to sort the sections, convert numbers to words, words to numbers, make things all uppercase, capitalize each word, toggle the case. It just allows you to do different cool things to your typing. If you'd like to download that add-on, you just click Get Add-ons, type in Doc Tools, enter, and it allows. It says Manage now, but what it would normally say is Free. You click it, and then you have to click Allow, and it adds the add-on. I'll be sending out more tech tips about add-ons. So I'm going to exit out of Explore. This is your taskbar, and you can easily get to your calendar and keep and tasks. And then you've got your menu bar. If you don't want to see it, the other stuff, you can click the arrow, and it lets you just see your menu bar and lets you type in bigger space. You have your zoom, and the biggest thing is print and undo, redo. You've got all these different things, your fonts, font size, your bold, your text color, your highlight color. You can also do a link here, just like I showed you there. You can add comments, images, center a line, right a line, line spacing, bulleting, numbering, your increasing indent, decreasing indent, and then of course you can clear the formatting if you want it to take away, like bold. You can clear format and it'll take it away. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this bold away. I'm going to change the font. Let me show you something cool about fonts. It gives you a few and you think, well, that's not enough. I really like cute fonts. If you click more fonts, they are endless. Look at this. There's so many. And whenever you click on one, it usually adds it to your list so that you can use it. So anyways, definitely use that. I'm going to make it 24. I'm going to center it. I'm going to make this red. Okay, so let me show you the Format Painter tool. So if you want to paint format, this means you're copying. I want this text to look like this. So I'm going to highlight this word. I'm going to click Paint Format one time. Then I'm going to click Practice, and it makes that word look exactly like the others. But when I click anywhere else, it doesn't work. So watch this. I'm going to make it again. I'm going to click Paint Format twice. 1, 2. Now, anything I click on will look like that. Okay? I'm going to click the Undo button because I don't want Google Docs help to look like that. Alright. Then you have to click off of Paint Format to make it not do it anymore. So Paint Format is a really cool tool. Alright, so if you want to comment on something, you have to actually usually put your cursor somewhere. You can comment, this is great. It helps when you're editing something with people. Then you click Resolve when you're done with it and you don't want to look at it anymore. For sharing, make sure that you only choose View and whatever you want. And then the shareable link, be careful with that. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to show you. There is an Explore button down here. That is also the same button as Tools and Explore. And see, it gives you more things about the Marsh, because I put Marsh's training. Explore button is really cool. Check it out. If you need any help with Google Docs, please email me and let me know. Thank you.